February 23rd, 2000, Grammy night in Hollywood. Although she's still reeling from the negative attention brought on by her recent arrest in New York, with the media spotlight at its brightest, Jennifer Lopez turns it up a notch. When she appears as a presenter on the Grammy stage, Jennifer's Versace dress gives new meaning to the phrase, causing a stir.
People are still talking about it. It's almost as if the dress is a celebrity as well as Jennifer. The dress took on a life of its own. It revealed as much of her as it, covered up.
Well, Jennifer, this is the first time in 5 or 6 years that I'm sure that nobody is looking at me.
It was amazing that Carlos Santana breaks the record, wins the most Grammys anybody has ever won in 1 year, and what was in the paper the next day, every newspaper in the country, was a picture of Jennifer Lopez's dress.
In the days that follow, some accuse Jennifer of dressing outrageously to draw attention away from the specter of Puffy's arrest. But Jennifer insists all the fuss is a bit of a surprise.
I didn't realize how big it was till the next couple of days. And they were like, it was all over the paper and it was a huge big deal. And I was like, wow, who knew?
I don't know what it is that she saw when she looked in the mirror when she put that dress on and then said, oh, I didn't realize it was going to cause such a stir. I think she knew exactly what stir it was going to cause.
But even Jennifer Lopez couldn't know it would come to this. The dress becomes the Today Show's costume of choice for Halloween 2000.
The dress immediately became iconic. It immediately became one of those famous pop star outfits for years and years that those end up in, wherever they end up, in the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame or the Hard Rock Cafe or whoever's collecting those things.
As summer approaches, the heat is still on Puffy for the shooting at Club New York. Conflicting stories emerge about who fired shots there. One eyewitness claims it was Combs. Through it all, Jennifer and Puffy seem to be flourishing as a couple, appearing together in New York restaurants and clubs when their schedules coincide. On July 24th, Combs invites Lopez to dinner and serves up something special. It's Jennifer's 30th birthday, and Puffy pours on the celebrating at a Manhattan restaurant. Jennifer gets to turn 30 dancing with friends and the two most important men in her life, her embroiled rap star boyfriend and her dad. Jennifer soon has something else to celebrate. A $5 million payday for The Cell, where she plays the role of a child psychologist who enters the mind of a comatose serial killer. The futuristic thriller has graphic scenes that almost caused Jennifer to call it quits during filming.
I was so sick. I remember calling my manager and I was like, I can't do this. This is gross. This is like, I can't, I'm going to be sick every day on the set. I can't. But I wasn't involved in any of those scenes. So he's like, you'll get over it. And then my friends were like, oh, people love that. Don't worry about it. Just do it. People love gory. They love that. I'm like, okay. I don't. It's not my thing, but that's not what the whole movie is, so I guess that's why I was able to sit through it and really enjoy it.
The Cell premieres in August. Although some critics find Jennifer's performance to be lacking in substance and sometimes lacking in clothing, others applaud her willingness to try new things on the screen.
The Cell was kind of a grisly, outrageous, special effects-laden movie that was kind of Silence of the Lambs times 1,000, and she was totally game to do that. She's not afraid to risk, maybe looking silly or outrageous.
She's an amazing dancer, and that translates into action movies with, the running, the jumping, the whatever, fighting. So I think in those kind of roles, she really shines. I thought that was a great movie for her.
But perhaps inevitably, Jennifer's talents take a backseat to her looks, and she increasingly becomes the butt of some harsh humor, like at the MTV Music Awards,
Jennifer Lopez here tonight. Jennifer Lopez. That's right. That's right. She came with 2 limos, one for her, one for her ass. That's right. I love Jennifer. Where you at, girl? You don't thank your ass enough. I see Jennifer on TV thanking her mama and daddy, the acting coach. Thank your ass, girl. Thank your ass. That's right, for the ass goes solo. Because the ass is the star of the show. Jennifer just the Commodores. The ass is Lionel Richie.
It is inevitable. People always talk about, Jennifer's rear end, but to me, it's ludicrous because that people talk about it. Because it's beautiful. She is beautiful. She has a beautiful figure. She's beautiful in every way. Beautiful face, beautiful figure, beautiful heart, beautiful spirit. So why are we even talking about it? I mean, there's no question that she's gorgeous.
JLO on fire, reaching a landmark many only dream of.
There has never been somebody that had a #1 movie and a #1 album on the same week, ever.
And there's no stopping her when headliners and legends continue.